Hello, and welcome to another episode of You Shouldn't Smoke Cigarettes and Not Eat. I'm your host, Kaylee Karp.
And I'm Mandy Cal.
And we are back!
Hey!
The kick-ass intro per usual.
I fucking hate intros. We need to do like a pre-recorded intro and then never do them again.
Oh, we could do that. I literally listened to a podcast that does that.
Yeah, me too. And I was like, oh, we need to do that because I hate doing it every time. I'm just like, fuck, what's your name? What's your name? What's your name?
Yeah, it's like, fuck, what did we make our name? What did we make our name? What did we make our
And it's like, I can't make my voice sound upbeat. It's not who I am.
Me either. And we do a podcast together. Okay, we're gonna work on that. I don't know. Kelly can probably help us with that.
Yeah. Sure, man. We have things to do.
We need a recorded intro that we never have to do that again. Yay! Okay, goals. Okay, so we are in episode 6 called A Whole New World.
A whole new.
This is hard to remember. So after the elimination, Melinda and who else has a life shield? Tech. Okay, that's what I thought. So they're jumping and dancing in the room, which, just so you know, they do the same thing in episode 7. So confusing.
It was fucking funny when Laterrian was like, you ever think I would fucking dance? And I'm just like, no, I really wouldn't. That's not something I'd imagine you doing. That is funny. Good observation, Laterrian, about yourself.
Oh my gosh, he was actually kind of funny this episode, even when he didn't mean to be.
Yep, I know. I was laughing the entire time. I low-key love Laterrian. I mean, I don't like, not on purpose. Like, he just accidentally is fucking funny, like you said.
Yeah, he's like a genuine good person as well, I think.
Yeah.
So that's good. We're getting Brad slowly giving us the crazy eyes a little bit.
Oh, the closer we get to the final, the bigger the eyes they get. The bigger the whites in the eyes.
Fucking jacked. Like, I feel like he's doing steroids or something. His veins, like, how are your veins like that?
I don't know. Yeah.
That scares me.
It's the beard too. I don't know what it is about that beard, but that says steroids as well. I don't think that's science, but
Oh my god. Yeah. He probably takes mad testosterone supplements from, like,
I can see that
overseas.
Like, if he were an Olympic athlete, he'd probably be banned from the Olympics.
Yeah. He could then play for Russia or whatever, because they don't care.
Russia would welcome him.
Yeah. Okay, so apparently Brad and Nehemiah are friends. I don't remember if I knew that or not.
I mean, they came up like in the beginning of the season when Derek didn't do what Nehemiah wanted, and then Nehemiah was like, that's your boy, and Brad was like, I don't even know his game. And you could, like, the white in his eyes got pretty big when Nehemiah was accusing him.
So funny. Yeah, so they're friends, like, outside the game, and Brad is just now realizing that him and Nehemiah are playing completely different games. Just now in episode 6, he's realizing this.
Also, like, in the like, when he was like, no one has, like, announced, like, their alliance as loud as they have. And I was like, I mean, there has been instances of that. You were literally there with Lavender Ladies, I'm pretty sure, because you were dating one of them for a while. But yeah.
So weird.
Also, everyone knew they were in alliance. Everyone's, like, in the same room.
Yeah, it's the room layout. That's it.
That's how they get their king's court.
Silly. So we have a scene of Janelle talking to Tyler because they were on the same Real World season together, so they're tight.
Which did not know. Like,
I
that
didn't
should have
know
been
either.
episode 1, you know, like.
We talk about how everyone knows each other originally. Like, we only talk about Jasmine and that alliance.
Yeah, and like randomly, they said something, and like Derek and Jody, like, they had their thing of road rules or whatever.
Yeah.
But who was it? I think later on this episode, like, Tech and Ayanna, and Tech's like, I've known Ayanna for 20 years. And I was like, what? Like, when?
They were on the same season together, and there was one with Melinda too.
Melinda and Nehemiah, which I just knew because like I watched Austin, but like
okay.
How are they all like? I feel like they all have like one of these connections.
Yeah, we need to know the connections in the beginning. MTV.
You guys told us about Steve and Katie, the most boring fucking alliance.
They're like, what footage can we use? Okay. So yeah, Tyler's talking about a strategy. Like, he's not doing as well as he should be, and his strategy has always been like to be funny and popular. So I think we have some foreshadowing here.
I know, like now that's like, if someone is in the beginning of the episode and gets too much airtime, I'm like, oh, we're probably gonna see them later on in this episode, aren't we?
Yeah, the original's like that too.
They are sneakier in this one, I will say that.
Yeah, they are. That's true. So next we have Jasmine. She's really proud of herself. She feels like she is getting close to the final, and this is when like John A is struggling with that flamingo floaty, which was amazing.
And also, I fucking just love Jasmine and John A. Like they're just, I just love their friendship. Adorable.
Yeah. They have a really good bond.
And I just love how like proud of each other they get. Like John A's like, Jasmine's doing great, and John A's like,
yeah.
Vice versa, whatever the fuck.
Vice versa.
Versa vice.
They're very supportive of each other and are like real friends. And that's nice to see.
Mm-hmm.
So we have Kendall talking to her boys, which are really cute. 3 of them.
See, I usually hate the little family interactions, but this one I kind of loved. I was like, oh, like this is kind of adorable. They're all just like talking and proud of their mom.
Yeah, and they all look like her. It's so cute.
I also did put, but also fuck happy people.
Sure. And did you see that house? They have a nice house. Like, what are you doing on the challenge?
She's just challenging herself.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Fuck happy people. They just challenge themselves instead of like, how do I survive today?
One day at a time, us depressive people think. Okay, so it's challenge day. Blah, blah, blah. And now they are playing in pairs and they have to quickly choose their partner. So we have the awkward like partner thing.
Yep. I do kind of like when they don't tell them what it's going to be and make them do it. And they're like, choose now. You see water, you have to jump.
Yeah, like it's definitely the way to go. It always makes the challenge interesting. So Tyler like is with Casey, and then Kahuna comes up and is like, Casey, and then Casey just leaves Tyler, which sucks. He looks so sad.
He does look really sad, but also I didn't think like he'd be that sad about losing Casey, you know what I mean?
I know, Casey sucks.
And then I just put Ayanna just fucking loves Tech. She immediately grabbed him, and Tech does not seem interested at all in this partnership.
No, she just really wants to fuck him. It's disturbing. But yeah, Tech is well, who else is Tech gonna be with? Like, there's no other girls in their alliance other than Melinda.
Well, and that was what I was gonna say earlier when they were having their little alliance and calling each other like the 4 horsemen or horse people, and I was like, so is Ayanna even in this fucking thing anymore? They don't care about her. She's the new Steve.
Yeah, Tech's like, well, Ayanna's cool, but she's kind of a wild card. It's like, yeah, she's a psychopath.
Yeah, she might, like, if you're best friends, she might turn on you immediately.
Yeah.
Sophie, how are you?
It's funny, Shelby was like listening. She's like, oh my God, I hate Ayanna. I was like, I do too, but she's our only follower on Instagram.
She laughed at my jokes. So yeah, I kind of love her, but also like don't love her. But love you.
I love you.
But you know, it's a complicated relationship. It's hard to reconcile, you know.
Oh my God, yeah. I can't even imagine like what she thinks if she listened to us, because she's so crazy. But
we're kidding, Ayanna. Just kidding. We love you.
We love you. You do make a good season. We appreciate that.
Yeah, you fucking crush in eliminations. That's for damn sure.
Terrifying. Next we have Jasmine and Tyler. So Jasmine's happy about that. Tyler seems kind of happy about it. Because Tyler's very supportive, so it will be a great partnership.
But also like that he's so upset that he missed out on Casey, but Jasmine's very like they're very comparable. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think one is much better than the other at like eliminate or like at competitions.
Yeah, for sure.
And they have the same fears.
Yeah, they do. It's so funny. Okay, so it's called Deep Dive, and they have to jump like into the water from either 30 feet or 15 feet. And there's these buoys, and under those are treasure chests. I think it's like 20 feet under.
Yeah,
Can't remember.
so.
Okay. And they need to retrieve the puzzle pieces out of the treasure chest and then kind of like pulley them up to shore and then solve the puzzle as fast as possible. So you can obviously do the 30-foot or you can climb down the 15-foot platform, but that is going to waste your time. So dun dun dun.
What to do?
What to do? So go ahead.
Well, I was just at the beginning of this fucking challenge. They have some dope fucking camera angles that they'd use. And I'm just like, top-notch producing. Just a little side note.
And all the good songs. I'm not over how they have rights to all these songs to play.
I just
so funny.
So well put together. The complete opposite.
The complete opposite, yes. So I think Letarian and Kendall are up first.
Yep, they're up first. And they're like bragging how they did well together on the previous time that they've worked together. And then Kendall's nervous. She goes, "So are we really good on land or period?" Well, like, because I think Letarian's like, "Well, we're good, period, not just on land." Very serious.
He's so serious.
You know, like Kendall's just like, I don't know how good of a swimmer I am. And Letarian's like, "We're gonna be great swimmers."
Actually, I'm not that great. And she's like, "Why are you telling me that?" Oh, it's so good. So she jumps off and she falls wrong and it looks not great. Like she's struggling to breathe and kind of looks like her ribs hurt. And while she's struggling, Letarian is just killing it.
Yeah, he's crushing. But you can definitely tell she's hurting. But then she kind of has a moment where she's like, "What would my son say?" What was his name? Is it Coach Cooper?
Coach Cooper.
What would Coach Cooper say? Which is so fucking adorable. And he would say, "Just try it. Just give it a try." And so she did. And then Kendall actually started crushing.
Yeah. Yeah, they did pretty well. You can't really tell during this challenge how fast everyone is unless they're literally telling us how slow someone is.
I do think it's like really fucking funny. Like when they got to the puzzle and they're both like out of breath, like barely able to breathe. And then like Letarian makes a "that's what she said" joke. Just like completely out of breath. He was just like, "That's what she said." And Kendall's like, "Okay." Like, what the fuck?
You're a little old for that.
I know. And it was just something like she was like, "This puzzle's gonna be hard" or something. And she goes, "That's what she said."
That's not even good. That's not even a good one. Funny. So they complete it, and then Tyler and Jasmine are next. She wants to do the 15 feet because she like fell really hard the other day on the water, and she doesn't want to be out for the rest of the challenge. Tyler does 30 feet, and I think it's funny because he's like, "I think I'm like a beautiful gazelle falling down, but really I'm an ox or whatever the other
sweaty muskox." I also wrote down that quote.
I freaking love Tyler. He's so great.
Yeah, and you can tell Tyler crushes at swimming. He's always been kind of known for like, he's always like a strong swimmer. He's like Wes, you know, like swimming. Less annoying though about it. And I fucking love Kohada. That's like, "I've checked behind his ears and there's no gills back there." God, he's a damn fish. I just love Kohada so much.
I know, his little like, one-liners are so good. His accent. Oh, I love it. But once they get to the puzzle, they cannot do it. Jasmine is like no help in general.
No, and well, they don't really even show them struggling with the puzzle. They just show everyone looking impatient, like, "Why is this taking so long?" I wish they would have showed like how terrible they were at the puzzle.
I know they really didn't. So they took too long. They're done finally. Nehemiah and Melinda jump the 30 feet and they complete it pretty fast. Melinda's like, even though I have the life shield, I want to protect Nehemiah. Boring. Really.
I do think like they work super well together though, and like they're gonna be
Yeah.
a team to watch. Also, I hate that
Yeah.
Melinda's on like the opposite side that I'm rooting for because I love Melinda.
No, I think too is I love Melinda. It's just the room placement. It's just bad luck. She would have been on that other alliance if she was in that room.
And the thing is, I actually think I would like the other alliance if they didn't give themselves such a dumb fucking name.
It's always a dumb name, and the dancing's too much.
See, I could deal with the dancing, just don't name yourselves. Like, other people are supposed to name you. You're not supposed to give yourself a fucking nickname. That's not how it works.
Yeah, we're talking about Nehemiah and Tech. They seem like the kind of people that would give themselves nicknames.
Yeah, they do. Laterrian's just there for the ride. Laterrian's like, oh, I'm a king? All right.
Nehemiah's like planning his alliance names like before he's even on the challenge.
Nehemiah probably had a fucking whiteboard and like crossed some out and was like taking like screenshots to Tech being like, what should our name be? We need to be roommates.
We need to be roommates. We need a hashtag. We need to be trending on Twitter with this.
So then Brad and Jody are next, and I have them labeled as the most boring duo. And it was funny that MJ was like, Brad with that beard is just like him swimming around with a bowling ball.
What? I know. How does it not drag him down? It was so great. I was wondering why though. Jody did the pulley, like bringing up the pieces instead of Brad. Like she looked exhausted.
Yeah, I think whoever finishes first has to do the pulley, and I think Jody was the only woman that finished before the guy, like their part.
She's a beast.
You know, why is she so good at everything though? It's almost like, okay, Jody, we fucking get it. Like, holy shit, like puzzles, no problem. Swimming, no problem. Thinking about strategy, no problem.
Yeah, she won't be asked back. It's okay.
Yeah, I know, she's too perfect. That's the fucking issue. It's just like you have no flaws. It's annoying.
Yeah.
Flaw is that you like flawless and boring. It's like that's not a flaw.
Oh, it annoys me. So yeah, they get it done very quickly. Casey and Kahutta are next, and Casey does a 15-foot platform because she's scared, and she does fine. Kahutta seems to get all the pieces and cheers Casey on, and Kahutta does the puzzle. I don't know what Casey does for this challenge.
Yeah, it's like, Tyler, is that what you want? I mean, I guess you maybe would have finished a little faster.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why Kahutta is like about Casey.
Yeah, I think Kahutta and Casey are just friends, and they were just like, and Kahutta was like, well, all of the other girls in my alliance are taken, so Casey, you want to come on my team?
That's true. There's only so many people to pick from as well. Ayana and Tech are next. Tech like literally jumps on top of her.
Like, how do you not pause before you jump? Like, he literally, like, she jumped and he's like, okay, my turn. And it's like, no, you have to wait till she surfaces and like swims away. You can't just jump on her.
What are you doing? He was like, oh, sorry. I almost killed my partner.
Well, that and Ayana swims with like her head down. That like part of the time I was like, is she drowning? Like, I think that's just the way she swims, but she made me fucking nervous for like that entire challenge.
Yeah, me too. He must have not done anything though, because like we see nothing.
Yeah, I mean, he probably can't damage Ayana. I wouldn't.
Yeah, that's just scary. Like anyone else, you would paralyze them.
Can you imagine if he landed on like fucking Casey? Like Casey would be at the bottom of that pool, or that fucking lagoon, whatever the fuck.
So scary. So they get it done. Janelle and Daryl are up next. and Daryl, he does that 30-foot jump even though he's scared of heights. So cute.
I know. And I like in the beginning I got her Janelle is like, I don't know, Janelle was like my mind went completely blank. Cut that out, Sherm. Janelle at the beginning was like, so I think the worst part for us is gonna be the jump because the heights, and after that, and like that was true because they fucking crushed after that jump.
Yeah, they look like they did really well. And then we have MJ and John A. Oh my god. We have MJ and John A. That's hard. And they have like a good team. John A thinks they balance each other out and have a good chance of winning. They seem to get it done pretty quickly. And after everyone completes it, TJ tells them that they are partners with those partners the rest of the season.
And that was actually a fucking plot twist. Like I was
Yeah,
like, oh damn.
Yep, without telling them. I loved that. So Tyler looks very frustrated.
Yeah, Tyler's not even faking like, oh, I'm happy about this. Because also I think they know that they're about to get last place and go straight into the elimination.
Yeah, Tyler really fucked up here.
Yeah, but Jasmine's also like not terrible. Like, who else would your partner have been? Like, it was between Casey and Jasmine.
Yeah, because what other? You're not gonna have Jody. You're not gonna have Melinda. I don't even know what other girls there are. Ayana, you're not gonna have.
Nope, Janelle wanted to be with Darrell. Like, Tyler didn't like.
Got hurt.
Yeah.
So
I mean, such is life. You didn't strategize in the beginning. That is life.
Yep, that is life. Okay, so TJ tells us losers are Jasmine and Tyler. And Jasmine feels terrible. She's like crying because her part was the puzzle and she failed that. And then Janelle's like, I feel bad, but she thinks Tyler should have been more aggressive with his partner pick. So basically, I would say Janelle would have been his choice. Like that would have been his best choice.
Yeah, but I think Janelle was going to be with Darrell like either way because they're from like the Bay Area together or whatever.
Right, yeah, they have a secret alliance that
nobody knows about. Yeah, that nobody knows about. But it was like because I think before they went, Janelle was talking about how she just wants to prove to Darrell that she can be like a good competitor. And when they announced the top two, which it's Janelle and Darrell and Brad and Jody, she looks so proud. And I'm just like, oh, you know, be fucking proud of that. Hell yeah.
She's really cool. Of course, Brad and Jody win.
Because Jody just wins at everything. It's exhausting. We get it, Jody.
Exhausting. You're amazing.
I mean, I feel like this is how every challenge is, though. There's always like one person that always wins. And like until someone can like get them out, it's just not even.
Very true. But they do have the terrible job of nominating a bunch of teams and there's not many to pick from. And then TJ tells us that like if someone uses their life shield, then they're saving their partner as well. And those people don't get votes anymore. So there's not many options.
Yeah, very low on options. And I think like the next scene is MJ, John A, and some other people in the room pretty much discussing like, well, fuck, one of us is gonna have to be voted in because like look at the numbers.
God, I was like really confused about what's happening.
Yeah, everyone's just like, what? John A is sitting there trying to explain, well, if they have a life shield and they have a life shield, then they're not going to. And then they can no longer vote. And she's like trying to explain it. And the guys are just like, what? Oh, yeah. I'm just here to play games.
Play games and win.
What about votes, life shields, numbers?
Partners?
Means they save both people?
Yeah, and basically there's 4 life shields now. So nominations?
Nominations.
Bum, bum, bum. Obviously, Brad and Jody talk about burning the life shields, and so they throw in Tech and Melinda, who immediately save themselves and take their names off, and then Brad moves Kendall and Latarian in.
And then MJ and John A are supposed to be the burn because they have what, like 4 people fucking voting now, and the numbers are.
We ran the numbers; they're fine. Jody tells us.
Yeah, we ran the numbers.
It's not happening. It's like, don't come after me. Yeah, so Jasmine and Tyler look at the names, and Jasmine's like, I don't want to go against either of those people, and Tyler's like, fuck.
Yeah, Tyler's like, so my options are Latarian or MJ. Wonderful.
Wonderful, thank you. Oh, stressful. So we next have Kendall in bed, and she's talking about her ribs, and that it's hard to breathe, and she feels worse than she thought she was. because she has like a joint.
She has some kind of genetic disorder where her like apparently her joints pop out or something pops out often, and she thinks that a rib is popped out essentially.
Yeah. That sucks.
Yeah, and then she's off to the hospital.
Off to the hospital. Tyrion's worried about her. He's like, no, fuck the game. I'm just worried about her health, which, you know, that's what matters.
Yeah, we don't want ribs popped out. She has 3 kids and a very nice house to take care of. Like, holy shit.
You know, she's such a beast, but like just knowing that makes her seem so fragile. Yeah. I don't know how she does the challenge.
Well, and it's like, I feel like if I, not to be like, she should have went down to the 15, like a 30 fucking foot jump when you have that disorder sounds dangerous.
Yeah, that looked long when they were jumping down there.
Well, and it's like all of the other ones that she's done jumping, I don't know how she hasn't. I guess maybe it has to be like a good hit or something, but
yeah, the
maybe that's why she was literally centering herself. Remember the trampoline? We kind of made fun of her for like doing some yoga centering, but it's like maybe she fucking needed to so she didn't land weird.
Yep.
Gotta center yourself first.
Oh, it's so funny. Okay, so selection time. So Kendall's in the hospital. She's not even there to be able to talk for herself. So Laterian knows that MJ, Jody, or I don't know why I put Jody, MJ and Jonna have no chance of going in.
Which they give real shitty speeches, essentially saying, "Don't vote for me."
So boring. Especially because Tech and Melinda can't vote. That's his alliance, and everyone used their life shields. So everyone except Darrell. Fucking Darrell, he's such a bitch. Votes for Laterian and Kendall. He's like, I don't want to vote for them. I'm not gonna do it.
And Laterian goes, "My heart don't pump Kool-Aid."
He's fucking weird.
Like, I don't know what that means. Yeah, I really just don't understand what your heart having Kool-Aid means about anything.
Yeah.
You're not sugary. You're not delicious.
Is he Is he not the Kool-Aid man?
I mean, Kool-Aid man can bust through a fucking wall. Have you seen those commercials? If anything, we should all have Kool-Aid pumping through our hearts.
Can't you just picture Laterian being Kool-Aid man?
No. No, I can't.
It's funny. You should do it. Okay, so what? Where am I?
I think the next scene is Jasmine and Jonna packing, and it's just sad because Jasmine doesn't want to go, and Jonna is just trying to be supportive, and then Jasmine's kind of crying.
Yeah, that was sad. I didn't like that. Wow,
I did put a frowny face with a little tear emoji.
Good note. So yeah, I mean, Jasmine's like, if I went against Kendall, that would feel so good. Tyler is stretching and he's telling us he's not scared to go in, and he's faced some huge competitors in the past, and that's where we get flashbacks of him being CT.
Yep, he is a giant slayer.
He is a badass. I love that. So elimination time. We do the slow-mos, running out to the arena, Laterian, Tyler, and Jasmine, and then they call Kendall. Like TJ just assumes she's there. Oh, just no Kendall.
No Kendall. I said, Kendall, come out. Oh, just kidding. No Kendall. Not like we didn't fucking know this. By the way, I have an announcement. She's not medically able to continue. I just got this announcement now that I announced that she actually isn't here.
Yep. The producers are calling in.
Yep. Producers calling in. Kendall is not here. No shit. We all know. And that sucks because Kendall really is fucking great at this game.
Yeah. Yeah, she's so good. I forgot that this happens to her.
Well, and I feel like she's the only one that can really give Jody a run for her money. You know what I mean? Like that was that was like Jody's toughest competition, where it's almost like it was dependent on if the guy can keep up, like if there's like a final situation, I think it would depend on like who they're partnered with. Like Kendall and Jody, I think would crush, and it would just be up to Laterian and Brad to see who would win.
That's so true.
But we're not going to get that. R.I.P. Kendall.
All right, R.I.P. Kendall. She's dead in the challenge world.
She no longer exists to us.
So shockingly, this means Jasmine doesn't have to compete. She got fucking lucky.
Jasmine got so lucky in this entire fucking situation, because also if life shields exist, no matter what, she also gets a life shield next round. Because she's getting the losing guy on her team. She's just like luck. And you know what? Jasmine fucking deserves it. We love Jasmine.
Yeah, she did like a hack and she didn't even know about it. But the guys are still up. And it's pole wrestle.
Pole wrestle, but a twist. That pole looks fucking weird.
I know. I don't know how to explain how that pole looks.
I mean, essentially it's like a maze pole. If you can imagine just like a maze into a pole where they have like multiple places they can hang on to.
Yeah. I was like, how am I going to explain what this pole looks like?
Looks like a fucking maze. That's all I got.
That's way better than I couldn't come up with anything. So it's Tyler versus Laterrian, and it's insane.
Yeah, and LT in the beginning looks zoned the fuck in, and Tyler looks nervous, and I'm just like, and that's the way this is gonna go.
Yeah, Laterrian has like a crazy switch, I think. And he's like, if I have to make an example of Tyler, that's what I'm gonna do. And it's just violent. Like Tyler's just holding on for his dear life, and I don't know. It's hard to watch.
In the beginning, it does look like Tyler's using his body better, where he'll like try to roll and like like and Laterrian's kind of working from like the top. But see, this would work if he were in like better shape or as good of shape as Laterrian is, but Laterrian's in better shape and can literally just pick Tyler up and body slam him.
Yeah.
And so round 1 goes to Laterrian, and then they start off round 2, and that's where the body slamming really fucking starts happening.
Right. Jasmine is saying they can like feel it in the stands.
That's wild. Like
the whole place was shaking. Yeah. Ow.
Well, and then it goes to one of Tyler's confessionals talking about how he's holding on for dear life, and you can see his arm is wrapped up, and I'm just like, oh fuck, he got fucked up. And they did that before they announced like who won. Or like showed who won, and you're just like, well, Tyler's not coming out of this one if he's all wrapped up like that.
I know, it's so obvious. Hide your hand.
Yeah. So essentially, eventually Laterrian body slams Tyler enough that he lets go and he wins.
Yeah, and we have no idea how long that took. Like,
no, I do like that was at least 6 or 7 body slams that we saw.
Yeah, that we saw. Ugh.
And then Laterrian's fucking interview afterwards.
Oh, I
Oh, do you have a quote or can I read this?
You got it.
Okay, so Laterrian is all hyped after he wins, and he's literally pounding his chest like, rah, rah. He goes, for now and forevermore, you come for me and you'll fucking get me. And I'm just like, holy shit, calm down.
I know. Why are you so serious, bro?
And then the best part is all of a sudden you just hear a goat in the background. He goes, was that a goat?
He says it in the same way as the speech, though. He's like, is that a goat?
So kind of clicking out of it.
They kept that in. I loved that.
As they should, because like if you're acting that saying crazy shit like that, it's like a goat needs to make a fucking appearance to be like, okay, check yourself.
Yeah. Chill out, Laterrian. This is all ours. So Tyler's injured and he's still very positive with his after interview. And now Laterrian and Jasmine are partners. And Laterrian's like, Jasmine has a ton of heart. And we bid Tyler farewell. And he's crying in his confessional. And
although going from Kendall to Jasmine as a partner is gotta be rough.
Yeah. Laterrian's so positive though. And they have life shields, so.
Yep, so they're safe for a week. Jasmine lucked the fuck out.
Didn't have to do anything for a life shield.
Well, also, so like I love Tyler to death, but he's not in as great a shape as he has been in like when he was younger and fucking crushing at this game.
Yeah, like 10 years
ago.
So
like, yeah, so Laterrian is definitely like kind of an upgrade at a partner. She didn't have to at all compete in elimination, and she gets a fucking life shield. And honestly, she's the one that kind of lost that fucking mission. But we love you, Jasmine. Fuck yeah.
We still love you. Very entertaining. Oh, great episode. Yeah, they have life shields. We're gonna be back in a couple weeks for episode 7.
We are taking a bit of a birthday hiatus.
Birthday, I'm about to be 3-0. Don't tell
hey.
nobody. 29 for life. 29
for life. From now on, she'll be referred to as 29. 29.
I got carded last night. I was so happy. I was like, what? Me?
Hello? See, the funny thing is, it's like when I'm with Kelly, I'll get carded, but I'm just like, you're just because you're carding her.
It's because
I have gray hair in my head. Like, calm the fuck down.
Why are you getting carded?
Why am I getting carded? I'm 82 years old, please.
I've lived around the block. Okay, well, that's it, guys. See you in a couple weeks. Bye.
Bye.